Mikey here. It is August 31st, 2014, and I'm going to give you a 2-minute tour of my garden, starting with a wild mango tree that my sister-in-law's father-in-law gave to me. It's about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old, 3, 4 years old. It's my little pineapple patch. These are all tops of pineapples that I've rooted and planted. This is a fig tree that's doing absolutely nothing. I had to barricade it because the dogs were digging it up. My jabuticaba tree. Jabuticaba is native to Brazil. It's a multi-trunk tree. What is jabuticaba? Well, jabuticaba is to Brazil what the grape is to the United States and North America. This is Bruno at his PlayStation, Tico style. Right on, Bruno. Then I've got, well, that's my house, my palace. And this is my problem child. This is a aguacate Simmons. It doesn't really want to grow right, and it got attacked by ants and has some pretty serious trunk damage, but it's pretty young, so I'm going to try to bring it back. White grapefruit tree. This thing's doing amazing. It's only been there 2 years, and look at it. This is Kaas tree, which is basically, and that's my nephew Brian. That's basically like a sour guayaba. What's a guayaba? It's kind of a toss between a pear and an apple. This is like a little nursery here. These are mangostinos. They probably won't grow here in this part of Guanacaste, but I just like planting stuff. And these came up from seeds. The seeds of mangostino are only good about 4 days outside of the fruit. This is sort of our outdoor living room where we kind of hang out and we build bonfires. And this is a tangerine tree that got some good fruit last year, but didn't really mature. It's not quite old enough. This is I just planted this one last June. This is an aguacate Vargas. This is another injertado, they call them here, injertado, which is a grafted tree. It's a hybrid. This is my prize. It came out of up from seed. It's a Pepsi. It came out of a Pepsi bottle that my brother-in-law gave me. He's fine. This is limon mandarino, excuse me, which is a mandarin lime. It's orange inside. You use it for everything. It's the best ceviche lime. Somebody's yelling at my son. He looks good to me. This is our pumpkin patch we just planted on Sunday. It's a week old. And the garrobos, which are black spiny iguanas, have already eaten, I don't know, a good 25% of it. So I'm kind of on their butts. This is my, sorry, we're going to the 3 minutes here. This is my Naranja Valencia. This is a Valencia orange. Everything is super stressed out. You're looking at my garden at its absolute worst because it just started raining about 2 weeks ago. This is a limon dulce, which is a sweet lime. Which had a bunch of fruit on it, and it all dropped because it didn't start raining until about 2 weeks ago. This is a really cool plant. I don't know, I call it Reina la Noche. It's got a beautiful flower. Doesn't get fruit, but it's really beautiful. And the flower only smells at night, and when it goes off like an orange blossom. More random jungle landscape. This is another avocado tree. I don't know what it is. It came from my friend Scott Hansen's farm up in outside of Nicoya. And we'll see. This is a guanabana tree. We've got some good guanabanas going, believe it or not. Let's show you one. And actually this tree's pretty, for as much stress as it's under, it's doing really, really well. This is a cashew tree, or marañón. I turn it vertically, but it kind of ruins it. A lot of people don't realize that cashews are not nuts. They are fruit, seeds, semilla, marañón. This is my prize manga, which is a hybrid. You can tell it's a hybrid because of the graft. You can see the change in color and the change in thickness between the wild rootstock and the hybrid tree. This is supposed to get really huge, what you guys in North America call mangoes, but we call them mangas here. Mangoes are the wild little ones. This is an interesting tree. This is a mamón criollo, and I don't know really how to explain the fruit. It's a big seed with flesh around it that's kind of orangish, and this one a tree fell on, so I cut it in half, and it's actually turned into a better tree because of it. These are some of my wild bananas. These are huge, thick, like, I don't know, Italian sausage bananas, and these weren't even here. A bunch of trees fell on these, and they grew up during the summer, so they're like really hardy. I just planted these. These are what are called cuadrados. I planted these yesterday. They're the tiny little bullet bananas. This is a caimito, or star apple they call them in the Caribbean. And it's got kind of a cool two-sided leaf. It's green and then gold. I can't see here. Gold on the other side. They call it the two-faced tree. So if you're two-faced, you're a caimito. This one, I don't know how old it is, but I spent about $43 on it. Most of the other trees I've planted here. Oh, this is my Nispero tree. These grow really, really slow. They're one of the hardest woods in Central America, and their fruit looks a lot like a kiwi fruit, but it's pointed like an almond. And when you bite into it, it is liquid brown sugar. It's super sweet and super rich. This is my guayaba criollo. This has some pretty good fruit on it for it being pretty stressed. I had to stake it up because it was leaning off to one side, but you can see some of the guayabas up there. We'll see how though. These are the little ones. These aren't like the Taiwanese hybrids. I just picked a whole bunch of starfruit today. They're small, again because we're all stressed out because of no rain. And you can see here's one there. It's kind of backlit. Oh no, that one's better. That's a tiny one. And this is another avocado that my father and my sister-in-law's father-in-law gave me. That died, and I chopped it. And you can see the stump there, and then it came back up last June from the roots. That's just 1 year, and I had to cut it in half. I cut it in half here because it was just growing so fast. So that's, you're looking at 1 year of growth in Guanacaste. So this is the spread. We really like it. We're making some arroz guacho right now, and I am drinking a Heineken because I got cornered at Luperone with an advertisement, got a free glass. So,